Okay guys, here is day 2 of checkpoint 6B, adding and subtracting rational expressions. Reminder, rational expressions is just a way to say fractions. Yesterday we talked about adding, today we're going to focus in on subtracting. Our first example today, just like yesterday, we're going to start you off relatively easy. You can see that it's subtraction, clearly because there's a minus in between. Just like adding, for subtracting, we need to make sure we have a common denominator. And in this case, we're already a common denominator, so we don't need to worry about factoring. We've got it common. We're good to go. Okay? The biggest thing you have to remember when you're subtracting is that you're subtracting this whole entire part over there to the right. Okay? So this negative sign doesn't just apply to the x, it applies to every single thing along the way. You can think of it like there's a -1 here, and you're distributing the -1 to both of those parts, okay? And again, just like yesterday, your denominator, once you have a common denominator, just go ahead and write it down. It's not different, it's the same as this and the same thing here, okay? So we're gonna write the 5 down. We're gonna remember that we're taking a -1 and we're distributing it all the way through. So -1 times x is -1x, or just a -x, and -1 times a +3 is just a -3. Okay, so the only thing left here to do is to combine like terms. We know 5 minus 3 is 2. Careful here because there is a -x. So we have a -x plus 2 is our numerator, and the denominator is x squared plus 4x minus 7. Now we talked about this yesterday. If you can factor the denominator, you might want to see if something can cancel. However, there's nothing that multiplies to make 7 that adds or subtracts to make 4. So the bottom is not factorable. This is it. We are done with example number 1.